Week 5, Episode 5, our 4th of July episode. I have no idea what we're going to talk about this week. We have planned absolutely nothing, so this is going to be a true happy hour with your hosts, Ian, Tyler, and Chris. Maybe we can do some sort of monthly roundup, because right now we have been doing this podcast for 1 month. Talk about how it's coming, some of our listeners, what we've talked about, where we're going, kind of a rundown, how social media is playing out, all that stuff, and where we plan on going from here. So other than that, I mean, we all have some brews that we're, I'm sure, itching to get into, aside from maybe Tyler might be less enthusiastic about life but right now with that. So yeah, let's just get into it. Anyone want to go first with their drink du jour?
Well, Chris, do you want to go first? Because I think your one is the most exciting, right?
I'm winning this week, and I'm just going to call that I'm winning this week's drink. So yeah, there's a local brewery here in Maryland where I live, and it's called Independent Brewing, and they just came out with their very first non-alcoholic beer. They are primarily an alcoholic brewery, and I was talking to one of the guys there last week, yeah, and he said that the trends are there, the research is there, the want is there for more non-alcoholic options, and they said, screw it, let's try our hand at making a non-alcoholic beer. Some of the staff was more enthusiastic about it than others, but the head brewer took on the challenge, and oh my god, is this beer absolutely amazing. It is called the Long Road. It's, again, less than 0.5%. And this can was actually, they don't do 4-packs of this yet, so this can was actually given to me for free to try and specifically talk about on the podcast. So I'm excited for it. So I'm just gonna get right into it. And as this is the 4th of July episode, I figured I'd get my, I guess, closest thing to an American mug I have. I got this in Seattle when I was there, so another city. Tons of breweries out there, by the way. But you can see it's kind of clear, the pouring of it. Oh, Jesus.
Aw, you...
I blew it, I know. It's like, if 2020 were a beer, there's that much head on it. Because that's how I'm going along with life right now. But yeah, when I went to the brewery, because originally one of my friends picked this up for me and mentioned the podcast, and so I met them at the brewery to pick it up, and so I had 1 or 2 of these just sitting there hanging out last week, and it was light, it was crisp, it was refreshing, it was everything I wasn't expecting it to be, because the alcoholic scene coming into the non-alcoholic scene, I kind of wonder if it's going to end up being like one of those lower quality beers, but this is right on par with Athletics Run Wild. Definitely gives it a solid run for its money, but yeah, they're both just quality beers. I put this one at 9.5 out of 10, easily.
And to be clear, you said that they're a distributor of Athletic, right?
Yeah, so they
have some form of relationship with them.
Yeah, I believe what the term was that Tim was telling me was that they are a local distributor, so they will get shipments of Athletic to the brewery and sell it there. They don't act as a full distributor where they get a crap ton in and then they distribute it out to the liquor stores. I believe that's what he said. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
I wonder if they get it from a distributor, which like another person's a distributor for Athletic, rather than getting it directly from Athletic. Which I know that since it's a non-alcoholic brewery that they're allowed to do that, because the alcohol. Actually, I don't know, because they do produce alcohol. So I wonder if that changed like the legality of it, that they go through the 3-tier system. regardless. So I'm gonna guess it probably went. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like the clear non-alcoholic breweries, they don't have to go through the 3-tier system. I mean, they still do the most popular ones, like Athletic does.
Yeah.
So they can distribute their product farther. But yeah, that's an interesting thought there. I wonder if they do directly sell to them or not.
There we go. But yeah, this is an incredible beer. It's light, it's crisp, it's refreshing, it's not heavy. Great mouthfeel to it. It's hoppy. It's got a little bit of sweetness in it. It's just everything I wanted today after doing yard work. I got really excited coming home, and I was like, shit, I have that beer at home. That's awesome. So it's great. It's just a great beer.
Love to hear that. Anything that's better than Athletic, right? Because that's all we hear about. Athletic.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, there's a reason for that because they are dominating the NA industry. And I'm not just saying that as bias because I'm an ambassador for them, but...
Do you think, though, it's just... I've this theory that I think I was saying to you guys a few weeks ago, that you always see, like, there's this... people are always saying, I can never get... It's a freeway. I can never get freeway when it comes out. Do you think it's deliberately done that, and rightly so, that they're going to release a set amount of it, so there's always a demand for it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's basic economics, no?
I think it's a FOMO tactic, and a lot of businesses are doing that, where they only release so much. Yeah, exactly. And they're actually, at 5 o'clock today, they're releasing a 4th of July mix pack, where there's 2 Freeway, 2 Cervezas, and 2 Run Wilds that make up like a red, white, and blue labels.
Oh.
I wonder why they haven't done a mix pack yet, because most of the other companies do, because like newer products, some people don't know what they want, so a lot of companies do mix packs for that very reason, but Athletic's never done that before.
Well, what they'll do for newer products is they'll put that in with their monthly subscription boxes, so you can get a monthly subscription of Athletic that has beers and swag and stuff like that, and then that's when they'll test out some of those experimental brews that they'll do. But yeah, I'm really happy with this beer. I'm so excited that there's a good NA fresh brewery,
and from a smaller brewery too, right? I think that in itself is pretty unique. That it's not like it's not hard to do, but that anyone, talented brewing wise, can actually make something of this quality.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, and they said they were trying to go for the standard of Athletic as well. So they hit the nail on the head 100% with this one. And I told them if they keep going down this route, they're gonna see a huge boom in their sales, I think.
I wonder if there's like an NA competition worldwide. Because I think there.
If not, we should start one. You heard it here first, guys. NA Happy Hour competition worldwide.
Pretty cool. That would be cool.
But,
Ian, what do we got for you?
Right. So we've all seen The Simpsons, I'm sure.
Yep.
Classic American animated sitcom. So we have Homer Simpson's favorite drink, Duff. But it's actually, I just realized, not to lie to our listeners, our 3 listeners, and tell them it's a beer. It's actually an energy drink, but it's wonderful orange flavor. So I'm excited to try it and see what it's all about. I mean, it looks really cool, right?
I wonder if it's orange color, like how bright and loud and neon it is.
Kind of like a boring original looking,
Well, they reckon. I was reading online there earlier on. Duff is basically modeled on Budweiser. It's essentially have you ever seen there's a character in The Simpsons called Duffman?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's like a mascot, but basically in the 70s
Budman.
The 70s. Budman, was a mascot.
My father has a stein that is Budman, and the head of the stein opens up, so you pour the beer in and then close it.
Well, it's.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
We calling that an amber ale energy drink?
Yeah, I don't know. But hold on, we got a photo anyway. Sorry.
Hashtag do it for the gram.
Have you ever heard of a drink called Tenora? No.
What was it?
Tanora? No?
I don't think so.
It's like tangerine orange drink you can get in Ireland. It kind of smells like that. Or Lucozade. Have you guys ever tried Lucozade? No. I'm just blowing you away, boring you with all these Irish brands. But it's nice. It's like it's when I said energy drink, I was expecting it to have that kind of, you know, that
straight sugar rush.
Yeah, that you get off like a Red Bull, or you know that.
Yeah.
You know the distinctive energy drink taste. I don't really know what you call it.
What are the nutritional stuff on it? Like, what is the nutritional information?
Calories: 130 grams of sugar.
I think that's the highest caloric beverage we've had on the show so far.
Same sugar level. 30 grams, all for you.
Jesus. Poor me.
Brewed to be gluten-free.
Oh, 1,000 milligrams of taurine.
Of what?
Of taurine. Taurine is like, taurine is like, it's not bull sperm, it's like bull. It's something to a bull. Can you Google it, Chris?
Taurine?
It's taurine. Taurine. It's basically, because I remember people who say, oh, there's bull sperm in Red Bull, but I don't think it's bull sperm. It's like, it's a hormone, is it?
An aminosulfonic acid that naturally occurs in your body. It's particularly concentrated in your brain, eyes, heart, and muscles. Unlike most other amino acids, it's not used to build proteins. Rather, it is classified as a conditionally essential amino acid. C2H7NO3S.
Alright, then I was wrong. Because when we were growing up, everyone used to say, oh, there's bull sperm in Red Bull because it contained taurine. Well, anyway, there's also 110 milligrams of caffeine.
Jesus.
Christ. Damn. I'll be awake for a few days.
You might want to, after this, you might want to go out for a run just to try to, like, burn through it faster.
Yeah, that's my plan, because it's 9:20 now at night over here, so...
You can sip that and not actually have to finish it.
Yeah, I think so.
you taste it for the gram.
I mean, it's nice, don't get me wrong. It's kind of something you'd have, as I said, I don't really drink energy drinks, but it'd be kind of something you'd have... It reminds me of Lucozade. I know you guys haven't tried Lucozade, so it's a hard thing to compare, but it's just a sparkling, kind of orange-flavoured energy drink, you know?
Looking at that, it makes me want to cut it with, like, water or ginger ale or something. Like, that just looks like something that needs to be cut with something else in order to be able to drink it.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's nice. Have you guys ever tried red lemonade? I don't know.
Red lemonade?
Yeah.
Like raspberry lemonade, pink lemonade?
No. See, I think this is an Irish thing. I don't know.
Are you talking about like High C?
Oh, or Tang?
Yeah. That's what that was another thing I was thinking about that he was talking about.
My parents use that to clean their dishwasher.
Well, Tang is probably just like another version of Tanora, I'd say, would it? Like a tangerine kind of.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an orange knockoff Kool-Aid. Wasn't the mascot of that in the 90s like a gorilla on a skateboard or something? Was that Tang?
I remember seeing like a commercial on YouTube. That was something.
I gotta look that up. We're gonna end up going down a dark path.
A rabbit hole.
Oh, man. Josh. We need some rabbit holes. Come on.
Go on TikTok?
Yeah. TikTok in itself is basically so many rabbit holes. Gosh, dude.
That's just a black hole, not even a rabbit hole. Like,
I give like 3/4 of my days throughout the week, I get stuck on TikTok, sitting on the shitter and just sitting on the toilet for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was an orangutan. Oh, that's like a Riley dad joke.
I was just thinking that.
It's an orangutan, and the damn thing came out of the pouch too. Oh god, that's terrifying. I'm saving that.
That's so clever, isn't it?
Marketing, dude.
It works. It works.
Right, so
there you go. That's my new GIF I'm sending to both of you. on a regular basis.
Of that. Finally, it's not me.
I mean, you're just too gifable.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if that's a compliment, but I think I'm...
Neither do I. It depends on the context of the gift, though.
Yes. I like the dabbing one the best.
Yeah.
That one was kind of fun. So I guess I'll get into mine. Mine's kind of the most, I don't even know. Just like I don't know what to expect, really. So I got a non-alcoholic Coors Edge. I just saw it in Giant Eagle, and I thought, why not?
Giant Eagle. What a name for an American grocery store.
How very American, yeah.
Caw.
But yeah, it says it's double brewed for a refreshing taste. So I remember seeing something on what double brewed is and related to non-alcoholic beverages. So I'm gonna guess they brewed it like normal. They removed the alcohol at the end with some form of heating, and then they brewed it again. Like they added more flavoring to it.
What does that mean though? Like you brew it again because like you add more.
Process.
Do they like start off with a concentrate and then add more water to it and hope that no more alcohol gets into it? Like
I'm not sure. I guess if they just don't add yeast in it the second round, it won't produce alcohol. So that's what I'm guessing that they did. So they added more flavoring after. So I have no idea the nutritional information. I know I have it somewhere, but I believe it's like 48 calories per beer, which is not bad. But I'm gonna guess this is gonna taste like a really light beer. Yeah.
That looks like water. There's no color to that from my point of view.
We gotta know what Coors is. Okay, this looks like a pop.
A pop, you fucking Midwesterner.
Come on. Look at that.
Looks like urine.
Dude, smells like a Coors, man.
At least they're keeping their brand. I don't know if that's a good thing. No, but it's a
faint Coors. It went and left already. It's already gone. It smells like water.
You know, it'd be funny is if based on this review, we got a lawsuit for a cease and desist for libel and slander from Coors.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's a no-go, but, I mean, it's kind of refreshing because it's more water-like, you know what I mean, with some beer flavoring to it, but there's some artificial shit in there that's just not okay.
So now the question I have is, what's cheaper to buy, a 6-pack of that or a 6-pack of water?
Look, the beer, I mean, look, the head's already got, like, it's not even, it's definitely this. Okay, so this was a 6-pack. I got it for, I think, $10.
So that's a $1.30, give or take, $1.25 a beer.
Yeah. So not terrible, but like, for this, I wouldn't do it again. But yeah, the head's already gone. Yeah, it's definitely, they probably just cooked the alcohol off and then just added some flavoring for the second process.
Does cooking the alcohol off leave like a flavor residue at all?
I think more of a faint one, and then, yeah.
Versus like another de-alcoholization process that might not leave like a residue or a literal bad taste in your mouth, essentially, that you don't get or that alcohol hides?
I would assume so. I think it would be more like a metallic metal tasting because you literally burn it. So I would only assume because heat's added to it, and the other processes usually just filter it through a membrane and kind of heats it, but not to the degree of what just literally burning it would be. But yeah, it was kind of fun trying it. I think it's not the worst non-alcoholic beer I've ever had. I'm not gonna lie, I think Heineken 0.0 is overrated. I think it's one of my least favorite non-alcoholic beers I've ever had.
I mean, Heineken is overrated in of itself, even the alcoholic version of it.
Well, no, I
disagree about beers that I just don't like. I just don't like those skunky beers. That's not my thing. So maybe that's...
I disagree. I think it's quite clean. It's not the most... I think it's a safe bet for a non-alcoholic beer. I mean,
I guess for someone who likes them. If someone likes
them, maybe.
Regardless, I mean, whenever I've had a Heineken, it's just not my thing. I just don't know.
Yeah.
If I had like a burger, maybe I could see myself drinking it, but I could choose so many other options. But yeah, definitely a no-go. Whoever wants to drink this, but it's still fun to try if you're kind of geeking on NAs. So.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, MA is Massachusetts, is it?
MA, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woburn, is it? Woburn?
Woburn.
So
that's just north of Boston.
Boston, America, called 55 6th Street, Woburn, Massachusetts. And so it's quite American. Also, the shop about it, and it's called Taste of America.
Yeah.
Do you know what Duff stands for, Ian?
I don't actually know. Is it an acronym?
I mean, do you know what it stands for, Chris?
I knew
Chris
at one
doesn't know.
point.
Nobody knows.
Once you mentioned it, I started racking my brain. I'm going, shit, he's going to ask me what
you
is it.
old people.
Is it an acronym? I never knew that. What does it stand for?
Dumb, ugly, fat friend.
Jesus. Thanks, bro.
I mean, with drinking that thing there, you're going to be a dumb, ugly, fat. You're going to lose chromosomes and be fat.
Yeah, I think it's
a thing to try. How about that?
Yeah, it's worth trying.
I would try that. If I had mixed with it, maybe I would try that, but not just by itself. I feel like
have something mixed with it. Like, what are you mixing with it? That hand gesture was a little.
I'm thinking like
some of that taurine, that man-made taurine.
So taurine isn't bull sperm, just to clarify.
I don't think so. No, it's a naturally occurring amino acid in the human body.
I'm gonna Google it because I can't.
Probably because like the root of it, TAU, is like Taurus. Like, so that's probably where the bull sperm came from. But nothing in Google said it came from.
Bull sperm. Maybe it's a hormone. Hold on.
Are you thinking of like bat guano?
Look at this: taurine, bull sperm, and Red Bull. While it's true that taurine was originally isolated from bull semen, it's now produced synthetically. Oh.
I know some energy drinks use bat guano, which is bat shit, and bat shit crazy that they used bat shit.
Maybe that's where Corona came from.
The beer or the disease?
Both. They're basically a disease.
Yeah.
There's I don't know if you guys have seen these memes on Facebook going around that's like how many times do you think bar staff and waiters are going to hear, "Hey, I'll have a Corona, hold the disease."
I'm so glad I'm not a bartender.
I feel like, Chris, you would be the guy to do that. You're the dad of the group, so I feel like you'd be that human.
And I also feel you do it every round. You wouldn't just do it once.
It would be a joke I would make with my friends at the table, but because I know so many other people have probably said that to the waiter who's serving me, I would spare them. Because they would probably want nothing more than to just dump that Corona on my head.
Yeah.
But
well, more pressing matters. So we're a month in, guys. Can you believe 4 episodes?
4 episodes done. The 5th episode is about the 4th of July, coming out on the 3rd of July.
Whoa.
From 2 countries and 1 Zoom call. Boom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
Wow. Right?
Jesus, conspiracy.
I was going to say, conspiracy all in itself.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've surpassed the expectations that I had for this. I was not expecting it to grow this fast this soon. We have over 1,000 interactions across social media platforms. We already have
we just hit 200 followers on Instagram yesterday.
200 followers. We have a full website up and running. We've interacted with 4 states and 3 countries on this podcast alone.
Well, we've also a great list of guests coming up as well. From different countries. We've
absolutely
more guests in Australia, hopefully. Someone in the UK, someone in the US.
Yeah,
this is just in the pipeline for now, and in the next couple of weeks. So
yeah, there's a lot coming down, and we're not stopping for anything. Full steam ahead.
I think Tyler would agree with me here when we say that there's one man who's really kind of worked tirelessly to get this off the ground. It was you, Chris. So thanks very much. You definitely do a lot of the background work that people don't see, So
Good.
Thank you. So it's
that's the Futurama quote is, "Do your job so well that people question whether or not you've done any work at all."
Well, no, Jesus, we'd be lost without you know.
You would have figured it out.
We all pull our weight. We all pull our weight, but I mean, definitely, Chris. It's. Would you agree, Tyler?
Couldn't agree more, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, we wouldn't have a website. I mean, I would be going crazy personally just trying to edit these things because we're not the best talkers in the world. So, plus we need someone who can, commentate and be like that oddball, in which that's what Chris is at. You know what I mean?
So I'm the oddball.
Oddball is about
an oddball.
That's what I took away from all of that is I'm the weirdo and oddball of the group.
Because you took it as like I'm attacking you. It's more of a compliment.
I'll word it better. Chris, you're a few years older, so I think you're more mature.
You call me old? I did find a gray hair in my beard the other day.
He is the only millennial out of all of us. So.
Yeah.
Just.
No, but I mean, I think it works out well with the three of us. I think we have a good rapport. I mean, you also have to take into account not only are we not in the same country, you guys are in the same country, but we're not in the same room, or you know what I mean? So it's kind of, we are learning to still read each other's body language and cue when to talk and when not to talk. So
yeah, so just like.
I mean, I think we've done a great job, and as you guys have said, we have really good chemistry, and our strengths play to the other's weaknesses. And that
absolutely.
I don't want to or have the time to do social media. So that's your strength, Ian. So you took that on, and Tyler's kind of overhead management with his whole business degree. Yeah.
Well, you basically said I don't do shit. That's kind of...
No.
I mean, I don't. I do. I try to do the best I can. Just trying to find a job. Right.
I mean, you coordinated the logos. You're hitting the thumbnails. You're working on making sure everything is where it needs to be when it needs to be there. It's behind the scenes stuff, but it is absolutely necessary behind the scenes stuff that needs to get done. So,
well, not to get too sentimental, but I wouldn't choose two other co-hosts. So.
See, this is
Cheers,
when we editing.
Cheers, fellas.
Should I start cutting the onion now so the tears start flowing, or should I have done that like 10 minutes ago?
Why are your glasses steaming up, Chris?
What?
Why are your glasses fogging up?
Yeah, I'll put a little blur tool on them.
Yeah.
Good?
Speaking of crying, Chris,
I got allergies, man. I ain't crying, all right?
I was doing yard work all day, I swear.
Chris, speaking of crying, still have yet heard about my black pods. By the way, no one buy black pods from blackpod.us. Don't do it. I think it could be a scam, but I saw YouTube videos of it being legit, dude. They still
just save the extra $50 and get AirPods.
No, I'm going against the system. It's a monopoly. Even though I still have an iPhone.
A monopoly on what? Wireless headphones?
I think Apple as a whole.
That's not a monopoly.
Yeah, you have to be careful though, because before I got a pair of AirPods last year, and honestly, they're definitely worth the purchase. But I mean, I bought a pair online, like a cheap pair online, and what happens is one ear works and the other ear doesn't, and vice versa. And apparently, Apple have them blocked so that the only kind of ones you can use with an iPhone are AirPods. So I don't know if black pods fall into that category.
Yeah, it's proprietary in the way that they configure the Bluetooth signaling on them.
Yeah, well.
And on that cheery note,
I
wonder when the new Apple sweatshop in China will open.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know. They might move them back over to the U.S., dude.
Nah, they'll probably just move to Tibet.
Oh, they're based in Ireland as well, aren't they?
Yeah, their World Corporation headquarters formal address is in Ireland because there are better tax incentives than having it in America. But they do all their, like, Tim Cook's office is in California. Like, their world headquarters is in Ireland, but that $2 billion campus that they just built is in California. So
yeah, they owe the government of Ireland a small fortune and unpaid tax, if I'm correct.
Yeah,
like it's in the billions. I'll just Google it just to. I say this as I Google it on my iPhone.
I mean, I got my iPhone.
13 billion plus interest in unpaid Irish taxes from 2004 to 2014.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
anyway,
insane.
We're getting very political here, aren't we?
Right? I mean, nothing wrong with that. It's
No. We don't. It's happy hour. You don't talk politics or religion at happy hour.
Yeah. But it's not like we're arguing and biting each other's heads off like a lot of political conversations go. But anyway, bringing it back around before we run out of time. I think we've been doing very well. I think we're hitting it out of the park. We've come a lot further, a lot faster. And I think we're only going uphill from here, or we're only going up from here. It might be an uphill battle, but we're doing it. We're working. We don't hate each other yet, so that's a plus. And more stuff to come in the next weeks. Maybe a few surprises, surprise guests, surprised locations. Maybe we'll film from an actual brewery at some point, or
maybe one of us in the middle of the country and film from there.
Yeah, there we go. So, alrighty. Thank you all for listening or watching on whatever platform, and hopefully I remember to actually post the episodes this week, unlike I did last week.
Yes.
Cheers, guys.
And on
Thank
that
you.
note, cheers. Have a good week. Happy 4th, and enjoy the weather.
Guys.